Said, why don't you just give me the mic right when you guys are done playing? So thank you. I'll try to move this along as you guys bring your stuff up. All right.
Anytime, I'm agreeing.
Who's Tabernacle and then All is Silent is still coming up, right?
All is Silent, Tabernacle.
Okay, let's stay for those bands.
Right now it's Dan.
Okay, check this out. For those of you who don't know, I run the Outlook organization out of Massachusetts. There's a lot of us from Massachusetts here tonight. Some of them have heard me talk before. I do a spoken word thing. When I'm done, definitely come see me at my table over there. All my pamphlets are free. I got shirts, they're non-profit. You can just look at them if you don't want. Buy them, don't buy them, I don't care. We're here to get a message out. It's about domestic violence, about child prostitution, exploitation. We do animal rights. We do everything. So check out what I'm going to say. If you disagree, that's okay. Come talk to me later and check us out on the internet. But don't leave without taking some of those pamphlets. Check this out. About 8 years ago, I remember this one day. See, when I was growing up, I had friends from all over the place because I went to a high school where there was people from all over the state. That's a whole other story, but I was lucky I knew people from everywhere. And I had a lot of friends in Taunton, Massachusetts. And I know there's people here from Taunton. This one day, something happened, and it kind of hurt me. I was on my way out the door to go hang out. I think I was going to a show. I think it was a Cafe Mio, if I remember correctly. Right. And on my way out the door, my father goes, "Hey Dan, be careful. Taunton's getting bad." And I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" He goes, "Yeah, Taunton's getting bad. Haven't you seen the papers lately?" I'm like, "What?" I'm like, that kind of broke me up a little. I'm like, "Taunton." I'm like, "Wait a minute. I've been hanging out here for years. And this is what I think of Taunton. That's a town to be proud of if you're from there. The architecture, the Christmas time on the green and the lights. Dude, that's some beautiful stuff you guys got going on there. And I know there's a lot of good bands that came out of there. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? Like, so I'm thinking about it. And then over the years, I look back and I thought about it. And here's the deal. Dude, Taunton's not bad. Taunton's not a bad place. Taunton is one of these places that I put in a category. It's like these mini cities that they're not really like skyscrapers and subways, but they're considered a city just because of the population, and that's really it. And there's a lot of places like that. What happened was, around that time, kids started going to the mall, getting in fights, doing stupid stuff, and what that does is, if you're a kid from Taunton and you want street credibility, I mean, that's great. You get in the news, brawls are breaking out, people are going to be afraid of you now. Here's the problem with that. When you act like that and you do those things, you're not fighting the system, you're not scaring me, you're not scaring anybody. What's happening now, they got surveillance cameras everywhere, they got security guards in the schools and all over the place. And here's the thing, right? You can live that way and you can be locked up. Or we can do something and teach the youth. They're turning that town into a jail cell because of stupid decisions. Everything is decisions. I say this all the time and I stand by it. I don't think the world is fucked up. You hear that all the time. The world's fucked up. I don't believe that. The world, there's not too many people. There's not too many people. Every one of these billions of people is one person with a choice. And we make these choices. The reason I'm bringing up Taunton is because tonight we're in Rhode Island. And there's another place that I put in the same category as Taunton. A place that used to be nice. And I used to hang out there when I was very little, which was Pawtucket.
Yeah!
My family had friends in Pawtucket. And I remember when I was a little kid, me and like all the kids at the gathering, we'd be playing in the playground and it was like happy. And then I started hearing Pawtucket's getting bad. Pawtucket's getting scummy. Dude, that hurts me so much when I hear people say that a town is scummy. And I'm like, it's not scummy. These are decisions being made. People, and another thing I noticed, everyone's asking me what I think of Jersey Shore. And this goes along with Taunton and Rhode Island, Pawtucket and everything. Dude, people in these places, whether it's any one of these places, not only do people have a stereotype of these places, but unfortunately, a lot of times the people that live there feed into that stereotype. There are people from Pawtucket that take pride that it's going down the shitter. I don't think it has to be like that. I think Pawtucket can change. I think Taunton can change. I think they've done a lot of good work in Taunton, honestly. You really don't hear about that much in the paper. I know things still happen, but they did get together and do a lot of good things. I think Pawtucket can be the same. Jersey Shore, Everyone's getting mad because they say it makes people from New Jersey look bad, Italians, and people from the Northeast. Those people are from Rhode Island, New York, everywhere. Dude, you got to remember, I'm not saying it's right, but those kids are playing a part. You can't tell me that those kids aren't loving the fact. They're calling themselves Guidos. They're calling themselves Guidos. I'm Italian, right? I don't call myself a friggin' Guido. If you do that and it's funny, I mean, fine. I don't, I got no problem with it. But, dude, that's why people are thinking that about the Jersey Shore kids. That's why. Because they're doing it to themselves.